Hey folks, Darren Plumb here, your realtor with RE/MAX Polsinello Realty, coming to you today with the most recent real estate market stats for York Region from the Toronto Real Estate Board. We're into February, January stats are in, so we can see where this year is going to go. Over here, you're going to see two graphs. The top one is average months of inventory. So this tells us from January 2017 to January 2018 across all home types what the average months of inventory remaining is on the market. And then the graph below is the average sale price across all home types in York Region, and you can see the corresponding graph there. So what we're going to do in today's video is we are going to, of course, review the monthly stats, and I will compare that to 30 days prior, as I usually do, just to give you some type of contrast. And then I'm going to break out the different home types and get a little bit more specific on what's happening across different home types in York Region. So in York Region, across all home types, average sale price in January 2018 was $870,000. That is down 4.4% from 30 days ago in December 2017. Average days on market is 38. That's up 8 days from December 2017. Number of sales, 595 homes sold across all home types in York Region versus 726 in December. So we're actually down 22% in overall sales, but not an alarming number because we sort of expect that January is going to be a little bit of a slower month as we get going. Months of inventory remaining, 5.4 months. So for those of you that watch my videos or those of you who don't, just to recap, months of inventory remaining is at the current rate of buying or at the current rate of consumption, if no other homes came on the market after today, how many months of inventory will we have remaining in houses? So currently we're sitting at 5.4 months, and that is up 17% from last month where we were at 4.6. Again, not a totally alarming number because we are building into that spring market, which is typically March, April, May. Sales to new listings ratio. Again, an interesting stat that I love to go by. So this is out of the homes coming on the market each month, what is the percentage of those that are actually selling? 29.9% of the homes coming on the market in January sold versus 58% in the month prior. Now, you might be a little bit shocked by that number. However, there is a lot more homes that have come on the market, so that obviously feeds into that. So new listings and active listings, which I'll review in a second. Sale price to list price ratio, 96.1% in January versus 97.7% of asking in December, so we're trending pretty steady there. New listings and active listings. If you remember my video last month, I mentioned that new listings and active listings are one that we're going to want to follow. We were actually down quite a bit in new listings and active listings for December from November. And now we're seeing those numbers top up a little bit. So new listings coming on the market in January were 1,992 versus 1,239 in December. So that is a 60% increase. Active listings, which are the listings that remain active at the end of the month after the sales have happened. So there's 3,198 currently in York Region versus 3,349 the month before. So that's a decline of 4%. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to break out the difference in pricing from January 2017 to January 2018. So the Toronto Real Estate Board average, as I mentioned earlier, was $870,000 was the average sale price across all home types in York Region. So that is down 19% from a year ago. Semi-detached are down 11%, average sale price at $753,000. Detached homes, current average sale price $1,095,000. That's down 23% from January 2017. And townhouses are $785,000 is average sale price. So that's down 9.6% from a year ago. And condos are up 8% with an average sale price of $464,000 versus $426,000 a year ago. Okay, so now the graph you see up there is months of inventory remaining. And this is something that is feeding into supply and demand. So we know that the more supply we have, it does put downward pressure on pricing. So I've broken out all the different home types on this graph so that you can see what's going on. The big purple line in the middle is the Toronto Real Estate Board average. Detached is at the top, and then we have condo, town, and semi starting off the bottom. So I'm going to review with you what the months of inventory remaining is, and just so you remember again, just a quick recap, months of inventory is if no other homes came on the market, how many months of inventory remaining would there be after today, right? So if we look at the Toronto Real Estate Board average, again, as I mentioned, 5.4 months of inventory is what's remaining right now versus 2.8 the month prior. Again, going into into December, we expect that inventory is going to shave off a little bit, and we also expect that coming into that spring market, it is going to pop up. So townhomes currently 3.9 months of inventory, semi-detached 3.9 months of inventory, and they're trending fairly close to what they were a month ago. Detached homes 6.9 months of inventory, again 6.1 months of inventory a month ago, so trending fairly steady. It is going to be crucial for detached home sellers, and well, all home sellers in 2018, that your pricing is really dialed in. There's no room in this market to really play with the numbers, folks. And then condos, 3.4 months of inventory remaining right now versus 2.8 a month ago. Okay, so last month I left you with a freebie, which was the 10 things you need to know about your realtor before you hire them. So this month I also want to leave you with a freebie, which I will put a link to grab this and all the graphs in the comments. And so this is the 7 deadly mistakes that sellers make when selling their home. And this is available to you for download, absolutely free, no obligation, no pressure. You don't have to input your name, you don't have to put in your phone number, email, nothing. I'll just give you a link, you can download it direct, no worries. Okay, so I just want to give you the blueprint for success when selling your home in 2018. So as always, my goal is to educate you and empower you to make the best decision for you and your family. And if that works for you in 2018, I'd love to hear from you. Appreciate you watching. Take care.